All right, by golly, my name is Reverend Norb. I'm here with High D Voltage. Welcome back to the hashtag Brouhaha 2015 here in glorious Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Derby Laces Track 2 in what they are now calling the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. I am pleased to be here to bring you this bout between the number 46 Santa Cruz Derby Girls Boardwalk Bombshells and the number 55 Houston Roller Derby All-Stars. Is that not correct, High D Voltage?
All of those things are correct. Thank you so much. I'm excited for this game.
I'm beside myself with titillation. Would you like to introduce somebody?
I do. I will introduce the Santa Cruz Derby girls. They are wearing black today. Number 1, we have Sweet Baby G at 101, Demanda Rumble. 116 is Taraism. 13, Chelsea Smiles. 1384, Heloise. 23 is Corazon. 24, Beans. 3, Ace Ventura. 322, Kosher Assault. 41, Queen
Litigious.
Oh, the litigious. I'm sorry. 514, Victoria Mayhem. Number 8, Shamrock and Roll. 86, Heartless Harpy. And Ice 9, Skirt Von Gut.
Skirt Vonnegut, big bonus points for the Cat's Cradle reference there, Santa Cruz. Wearing white, the Houston Roller Derby All-Stars. We got number 11, Poison Berry Pie. Number 16 is Miss Stilla. Number 19, Betty Watchett. Number 200 is Elisa Lava. Captain of the good ship Houston Roller Derby is number 21, Jacqueline Heidi. 26, Brandy Brown. Number 31 is 2x4s. 51 is Bustin' Beaver. 585 is En Fuego. Number 6 is Hellcat, F6F. Number 69, You Like Her, You Love Her, You Want More Over, the face of the franchise, Death by Chocolate. Number 7, Kelly Kilpowski. Number 91 is Slayer Moon. Number 93 is Irma Gerd, and I think we are just about ready to rumble, High D Voltage.
This is exciting. The teams are lining up right there on the jammer line. Not just the jammer line, but the notorious RED jammer line. What?
We've got number 91 in the white of the Houston Roller Derby All-Stars. That is Slayer Moon, and she is paired up with...
That is Ace Ventura, number 3, donning the star this game to start.
Good call.
I got the angle.
I got a monitor in my face. It's going to be good when I want to see if I got my hair right.
Exactly.
So I do not know what to expect here. I'm always happy when I go to a roller derby tournament and I see them announcing Houston because I have no idea what they're going to be about.
That's right. Whistle's blown. Jam has started. Looks like both jammers are having a little trouble getting out. Number 91 is looking up at the top of the pack, trying to get through. Settled back to the back of the jam. Ooh, fancy footwork. Ace Ventura out with lead jam.
Yeah, it looked like Slayer Moon had something to go there, but she got recycled. Now she is playing chase. We'll see how Ace Ventura plays this as she encounters the pack and begins to score points. Gets a singleton for Santa Cruz, but Santa Cruz draws first blood in a very binary score. It is 1-0.
1-0. It's like a baseball game.
Like 2 baseball games in a row last week with the Brewers and the... Well, whatever that other team was, but never mind that.
That's all right. We got, again, up on the jammer line, we have... Where when they start? Where are we at?
Looks like that's number 6 for Houston. That should be Hellcat F6F. She is paired up with, in the black of the Santa Cruz Derby Girls.
That is Sweet Baby G, number 1. Pushing through at the top of the pack, trying to make her way through, make her way for her own hole. 4-on-1 jammer.
Got lots of Santa Cruz in the back. We've got lots of Houston in the front of the pack.
Recycled to the back of the pack. And we got a track cut there for the Houston jammer, heading off to the box. She'll take a seat, but not before Sweet Baby G gets lead jam.
And that's not just any box. That's a Potawatomi Hotel and Casino box, and it's not just any kind of power jam. It's the Sakatumi power jam.
Yikes. All these excitement.
30 seconds of pleasure if you're a Santa Cruz fan. And breaking free with a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. That is number 1 for Santa Cruz. That's Sweet Baby G.
That's Sweet Baby G. Coming down for another, hopefully another power jam for her. Not just any power jam, but a Rydell Skates power jam and a Grand Slam, I should say.
And that is a multiplayer block that's going to be sending the pivot to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box for Houston. I believe that is Bustin' Beaver, if I am not mistaken, and indeed it is.
Houston Jammers back in, trying to get through the pack for the first time. 44 seconds left in this jam. She's going around for another pass.
Santa Cruz really controlling the back of the pack throughout the jam. That is another Rydell Skates power jam for Santa Cruz.
That's right. Still trying to get through the pack. That is number 6 for Houston. Still trying to fight her way through. That will be her first time through the pack, hopefully, for her. And finally clears that.
Beg your pardon, that was a 4-point pass last time, I think, but I can't count fingers so well. And there is 4 more points for Santa Cruz. That is going to bulge it out to a 19-0 lead in favor of Santa Cruz. You might recall last time I saw Santa Cruz in this venue, they lost the first ever Division II championship game by 1 single point to Jet City.
That's right.
During the championships of 2013.
That is right. What a memory you have, Norm.
Well, I cheat a little bit by reviewing.
That's okay.
20-0 it looks like. Okay, I guess my 4-point pass was a grand slam. I'm sorry that I corrected myself. On and off that notorious RD jammer line, that's number 41. That's Queen Litigious for a Santa Cruz. She is Death by Chocolate, tries to put a hip in her, gives her the slip, but Queen Litigious is your lead jammer for Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz looking dominant.
That's right. They are. Looks like Houston's having a little trouble getting through that pack. Strong defense there by Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz now maintaining control of the front of the pack and allowing Queen Litigious to get through for a
Rydell grand slam. That'll be 5 points.
Skates grand slam. All right. Tough defense at the front of the pack by Santa Cruz, but number 585 for Houston is out and about on her scoring pass. That is Enfuego. We will see how much longer Queen Litigious lets this go. She's going to call it off.
She calls it off with a little fancy hop. They'll take another 4 points on that one.
Wow, it's a quick 29-0. All of a sudden, we've just 4 minutes into this, and Santa Cruz is, they've got Houston on the schneid, I tell you.
That schneid, they do. But you getting those points right back, actually. Houston just need a little bit of help, just trying to get through the pack.
And on the notorious RD jammer line, wearing number 116 in the black of Santa Cruz, that is Terrorism. She is paired up with number 91, returning to the notorious RD jammer line, that's Slayer Moon in the white of Houston. However, no sooner can I say this, but it is a lead jammer for Santa Cruz, and I believe I've been signaling that is their 4th lead jammer in the row.
Sailor Moon is heading to the box on a box cut, not just any box, but that'll be the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
And that's going to lead to a Sakatumi power jam. And that's also going to that's going to foment a Rydell Skates grand slam.
Well, right there. That just happened.
And I think we just got another Rydell Skates grand slam. 10 unanswered points right now. Houston got to right the ship pretty quickly. We're 5 minutes into this bout, and they're getting skunked 39-0.
Little booty block on that. Continue to fight up there at the top of the pack. Houston's defense making it a little bit tougher for her.
Yeah, Houston back in the front of the pack now. Santa Cruz maintaining control of the rear as they were earlier in the game. Out of the box, we have Slayer Moon. Also, we picked up another Rydell Skates grand slam there for Terrorism. And Terrorism gets spun out at turn 2. That is going to necessitate a call off after 3 more points. So 18 unanswered points. 47-0 at the 24 and change mark of the first period. Likely not what Houston was expecting, by golly.
Probably not. And looks like they just are going to take advantage of this time. They call a timeout.
Well, that gives me the opportunity to say, play, stay, and get lucky at Milwaukee's #1 entertainment destination. Table games, dining, shows, hotel. It's all here, only at Potawatomi. Play all day and stay all night at Milwaukee's #1 entertainment destination and luxury hotel. Book a room with gaming, entertainment, and dining. Play, stay, and get lucky at Potawatomi. I've just been informed by our crack producer that Santa Cruz has had 50% of their jams be power jams at some point in time. But not just power jams, by golly.
Those are Rydell Skate power jams.
No, there's actually Sakatumi power jams.
We'll get these straight. There are some certain things that are recalled on there. But we got the teams lining back up. Number 6 on the line for Houston. That's Helicat. We got Helicat on the line, and I'm trying to look and see. It looks like we have number 3, Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, when nature calls. All right, 47-0, 24 minutes, 21 seconds in the first period. Houston looking to orient themselves.
Nice little push to the line there. Starting on back over there, Ace Ventura at the back of the pack. Houston's defense strong. But Santa Cruz is making it tough up at the top for Hellcat.
Hellcat fighting her way through some manner of defender pyramid, putting their way by Santa Cruz. Everything getting gunked up by turn 2. Looks like we got a multiplayer block being indicated, but that is not enough to spring Hellcat from out of nowhere when I'm not paying attention. Lead jammer once again goes to Santa Cruz, courtesy of number 3, Ace Ventura.
That was a nice fight for her. A little fancy footwork, kind of stepping her way through the pack. Coming around to score some points. She gets hit in the nose. Doesn't phase her.
It's like Santa Cruz had, they got a defender sent to the penalty box, but it was enough of a delaying tactic that they got their jammer sprung.
That's right.
3 unanswered points for Santa Cruz. Is going to be even 50-0 right now. Huh. What do you know about that? Dr. Eric Peifel of the Orthopedic Institute of Wisconsin and MOSH wishes you a safe brouhaha weekend. We are here for all your injuries on and off the track. Contact us at theorthoinstitute.com.
On the jam line, we have Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz. And we got Enfuego for Houston.
Enfuego fighting through a tough binary system of Santa Cruz defenders. Tries to spring free on the outside. They're going to work it to the outside. Gets free. Lead jammer, Houston roller derby.
That's the first time. First time today.
Well, Houston kind of comes and goes in waves, so if they get rolling, they can play with anybody. If they get, in a sort of a trough, it's a problem. And the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box admits another member. This is a Houston blocker, number 31. 2x4.
You got a
force, rather.
I think that was an out-of-play call. Ooh, fancy footwork, but not fancy enough because she's heading to the box on a track cut. She is heading to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box for that. Sweet Baby G out there with, I think she just got, if I'm not
I believe that's a Rydell Skates Grand Slam because it's a Sakatumi Power Jam.
That's right.
These things happen in clumps.
They sure do.
And on the inside with a nice little step and another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. That is Sweet Baby G.
They got a 4-and-4 pack. Full pack is out there. Sweet Baby G coming around for another scoring pack.
Houston doing a nice job of just stoppering up everything. Now Santa Cruz going to help a little bit with a Shamrock and Roller. And try to open up a hole for her jammer. She does so. That is another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
That's right. But the Sakatumi Power Jam is over because we got Enfuego back in the pack.
And another scoring pass for Sweet Baby G by her Batman insignia, Thou Shalt Know Her. She's back. She's through. And that is going to be another 4-point pass. I beg my pardon.
That Santa Cruz defense is really making it tough for Enfuego to even get through that pack again. And she calls off. Actually, that puts Houston on the board with 4 points, a tough 4 points that she fought for. And Santa Cruz picks up one more, making that 70-4, it looks like this time.
All right, yeah, that jam could not be called off as the lead jammer was sent to the Potawatomi Bingo and Casino penalty box. So that one went the full 2 minutes. You certainly got your money's worth watching this free telecast on #Brouhaha2015.
Woohoo!
And for the first time on the
for Houston,
RED jammer line, that is Brandy Brown, number 26.
That's right. Who do we have for Santa Cruz coming in here again
got
for the
Queen Litigious, number 41, wearing Dirk Nowitzki's jersey number, even though she's not from the same state as Dirk Nowitzki, as Houston is. Death by Chocolate taking her first trip to the notorious, to the Potawatomi Bingo and Casino penalty box.
Lead jam for Houston. Another lead jam. That's 2 in a row for them, but certainly making it a little more difficult. Still goes in and scores some points.
What a nice hip into the opposing jammer for Santa Cruz.
I love jammer on jammer.
It seemed like that was going to spring her, but someone she got bopped to the outside, had to recycle. This might wind up being a wash for Houston and Santa Cruz, but just asserting oneself in the lead jammer department might not be a bad step in the right direction for Houston. Oh my goodness, Shamrock and Roller just pasting Brandy Brown. Didn't mean
all over her.
Pop my peas. Brandy Brown out and free. That is a 4-point pass.
Santa Cruz sure doesn't make it very easy for them to get out of the pack.
Santa Cruz they play lockdown defense. They play good offense. They're an ascending team, and they play good in both phases of the game. But that is a
5
Rydell Skate Grand Slam for Houston.
It's exactly what Houston needs at this point.
And Brandy Brown destabilized there at turn 4. She's going to have to re-enter the pack. She's behind a trio of Santa Cruz defenders. And the jammer for Santa Cruz is just getting knocked around. That is number 41. That is Queen Litigious. She is having no luck whatsoever.
She needs a little assistance from her blockers to help get her through.
Houston now at the rear of the pack. Looks like Queen Litigious might be free, but Death by Chocolate spins her out at turn 2. Nice jam for Houston either way.
Yeah, they are. They're keeping that jam going, too. And she picks up 4 more on that. 4 more on that pass. Looks like Santa Cruz picked up 4 on that, so making it 74-17. Still what Houston actually needed for that jam.
Yeah, not a terrible idea to trade points at this point in time in the game. 18 and a quarter to go in the first period. Big lead for Santa Cruz, but Houston beginning to show some signs of life here. Back to the notorious RED Jammer line. That's number 91 in the white of Houston. That is Slayer Moon. And she's paired up with number 116, my old house number when I lived on North Webster Avenue. That is Tara-ism in the black of Santa Cruz. Tara-ism being escorted to the outside of turn 1, gets back in the pack. Looks like she's going to try the inside. She has got oh boy, we might wind up with an avalanche of back blocks, but we do not have a call, and lead jammer does go to Santa Cruz.
Looking for a little help, trying to figure out from her coach what she needs to do.
Looks like a low block was assessed in that situation. That is on a number 514 for Santa Cruz. Yep. Victoria Mayhem taking a seat in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. No points scored by anybody.
Nope. Terrorism called that jam since the Houston Jammer was out in front.
Classic Slice Pizza is your friendly neighborhood roller girl-owned pizzeria, serving up huge slices, salads, desserts, and apps made from scratch. Specializing in vegetarian, vegan items, and the best gluten-free crust in the city. Classic Slice Pizza has been a proud Brew City Bruisers sponsor from the very beginning. Stop in this weekend and grab a slice and a $2 tall boy. Classic Slice is in Bayview and open until midnight.
They are fantastic.
Take that, River West. It's in Bayview.
Owned by our own NBD.
Be that as it may, lead jammer for Houston.
Another, is it 3rd in a row, 4th in a row?
That's Hellcat, number 6 in the white.
Making it tough there for number 3, Ace Ventura, to get through. To keep that defense keeping her at the back of the pack.
Ace Ventura has been lapped. She's already been a jammer lap point, I do believe. I may be incorrect on that, but sooner or later I'll see fingers and I'll be able to deduce it from there.
There you go. He's pretty smart that way.
And that is, in fact, a Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
That is. Calls it off 5-0 jam in favor of Houston, making that 74-22.
I'm telling you, if Houston get it going, they can play with anybody. And if they just start to spiral out of control, then they can't.
That's right. So much of a mental game it is.
I tell you.
Up there on the notorious RED jam line, we have Sweet Baby G, number 1 for Santa Cruz, and number 585 N Fuego for Houston. Whoa. Did you see the rest of the pack is up at the top of the pack? Up at the top of that jam?
My goodness, what will they think of next?
I don't know.
That's Santa Cruz patrolling the front of the pack. We got
everyone starting at the pivot line. Crazy.
What looks like people playing Buck on an episode of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. And still no humanity has passed turn 2. We have got En Fuego. She's being knotted up at turn 1. And finally, we got a multiplayer block being indicated, but that was then. This is now Sweet Baby G, lead jammer for Santa Cruz.
En Fuego is out of the pack as well. She was doing a little 2-step at the top.
Both teams going to shed a blocker to the Potawatomi Bingo and Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Yeah, they do. They just added that casino this is spring over there at the Potawatomi.
I said this in the first game, and I'm going to say it again. I wanted to go to Ace Frehley there in November, and it was sold out.
Aw, they do. They have a lot of really great shows that come through there.
Yeah, I'll endure. 78-22 is our score. 14 and a half to go in the first period. On the notorious RED jammer line, that is number 91 now for Houston in the white. That shall be Slayer Moon. And for Santa Cruz, that is number 41. That's Queen Litigious. And that last jam was the first time in 3 jams that Santa Cruz actually outscored Houston.
Ooh. Very nice. Taking a little hit at the top of the pack, but coming through for lead jam. That's Queen Litigious. I cannot get it right, can I?
Queen L.
There you go. Ooh.
Nice defense being played on the Houston jammer. And a back block being assessed. And that's Death by Chocolate. She will be taking a seat in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. And a Rydell Skates Grand Slam banked by Queen Litigious for Santa Cruz. Houston now controlling the rear of the pack. Looks like number 322 for almost called him Santa Fe. My goodness, I would be slapped up for that.
Wrong
Kosher Assault trying to break up a hole for her jammer. No luck. Queen Litigious getting bounced around between the pivot line and the jammer line. Up in the front of the pack, not much action happening until
sent to the box.
blocking with the head.
Yikes. That's not using your head in the right way now, is it?
No, it isn't, because that is going to give Santa Cruz a Sakatumi Power Jam opportunity.
That is, starting at the top of this jam. It's never good when you're starting alone with your jammer in the Potawatomi jam penalty box.
Makes it awfully difficult to score.
Sure does. Tarism out there, lone jammer on the notorious RED jammer line. Whistle's called for the start.
And tries to take the outside. Brandy Brown and company forming a formidable obstacle. She is repelled. She reloads.
Ooh.
Gets through. Is named lead jammer Genuflex. Probably to congratulate herself on her good fortune. Gets back up, and she is your lead jammer, Tara-ism, and is on her scoring pass.
Santa Cruz jammer blockers coming up to make some holes there for their jammer to score. Houston defense there, make it a little more difficult. We got a panty pulled off there for Houston as she comes in out of the box.
And that is going to be a Rydell Skates grand slam for Tara-ism. She just kept bashing into that wall of Houston defense and eventually reloading. Came through the pack both times she has, like on one knee. But good enough. Going to be a back block assessed, and that is on. Is that on Tara-ism?
Looks like it's on Tara-ism. Yep.
Well, my goodness, Houston, I've got news for you. You are the recipient of a Sakatumi Power Jam, and you have scored 1 point, and it's now 91-24.
That's right. Looks like roles are reversed here from the last jam that we just had.
Beg your pardon, 2 points scored for Houston. Either that or I'm getting a random peace sign from the jammer ref.
Number 585, Enfuego solo jammer on the notorious RED jammer line.
And I've just been informed that this is their first power jam for Houston. Their first Sakatumi power jam for Houston.
This is. Look at that tight defense there for Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz doing a good job penalty killing. Enfuego, we're 20 seconds into this jam. She has gotten absolutely nowhere. She's getting banged around in turn one. The
recycle to
Sakatumi Power Jam will not last much longer.
No, it won't. Recycle to the back of that pack. Enfuego looking to try and make her way through, but not that Sakatumi Power Jam is now over as Tara-ism joins the pack.
Death by Chocolate retreats, forcing Tara-ism to retreat with her. Tara-ism behind the full force of the Houston blocking core. All four of them teeing off on her.
That's right.
If she gets out of here, it's going to be a hard-earned emergence indeed.
We're sending off the
direction of play penalty is going to be sending the Santa Cruz blocker number 23 to the penalty box, to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. That's
all
Corazon.
These names, we will get it right.
And we got a forearm penalty on kosher assault. Suddenly Houston has a blocker advantage. However, lead jammer is going to go to Tara-ism.
We got a panty pass passed off here to Death by Chocolate. Gives a little toodaloo at the top of the pack.
Death by Chocolate's one of those skaters who's worth your price of admission just to watch by herself.
Yes, she is.
Death by Chocolate on a nice trajectory to score some points, but jam called off. No points scored by Houston. 2 points scored by Santa Cruz.
That makes it for 93 for Santa Cruz, 24 for Houston.
I kind of just want to call him Santa like it says on the monitor.
Ho, ho, ho. We'll just put a little sticky note on there for Cruz right after it.
And speaking of cruising on and off the notorious RED jammer line. That is number 26. That's Brandy Brown for Houston. Jammer of record for Santa Cruz. That is number 3. That is Ace Ventura.
Lead jammer there for Brandy Brown for Houston. Coming through to score some points. Taking full advantage of those 2 blockers that were in the penalty box, back up to 4. Calls the jam, takes her 4 points, and brings it back to her bench.
Not a bad strategy. We got 9:09 as opposed to the one after 9:09. Clock has stopped. So we have an official review going on here. Official review being taken by Houston. That gives me the opportunity to say.
What?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Cruz Skate News, the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. We have over 50 colors and patterns to fit your team, your league, or your personality. If that isn't enough, contact us for more customization options. You spend a lot of money on those skates. Don't shove them in a bag full of sweaty gear.
No.
Your skates hate that. Get the original over-the-shoulder roller skate holder. Keep your skates aired out and show them off with Bruise Skates Noose. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or online at bruisedsn.com.
Excellent. And also starting close and clean on the Notorious RED Jam line. Notorious by Notorious RED. Smell clean even if you play dirty. Get it here at Brouhaha at the Derby for All booth or order online at notoriousred.com.
Heidi Voltage, do you know what area code you are in?
I'm in the 414.
You're in the 414, and I'm going to tell you one gosh darn thing about that. Houston has only gotten 4 lead jams in 14 jams.
Wow.
How about that?
That was pretty good.
I didn't give that myself.
Oh, okay. Well, but that would be the 414.
I was fed that information. I used to be in the 414.
We have a great producer.
They kicked my city out of the 414 in 1997. They put us in the 920. That's lame.
Oh, hopefully we don't have one of those coming up. The 9 jams and 20 points.
That might be better.
That could be. Do the math.
I'm not sure. All right. 93-28 appears to be our score. I am unsure what the review was, nor if it was upheld or not upheld, but it appears to be a matter of little consequence. Sweet Baby G on and off the Notorious RED Jammer line for Santa Cruz. She is your lead jammer.
She sure is. We got Houston right at the top of the pack. Hellcat looking to fight her way through, taking on 2 blockers. She finally gets through. No lead jam is for her.
Hellcat looking to perhaps truncate the scoring at a single pass for Santa Cruz.
Sweet Baby G calls the jam, takes her 3 points. And 0 for Houston. 96 for Santa Cruz, 28 for Houston. Still clawing their way back in.
And in case you were just like biting your fingernails at home, you're like, what on earth could that official review have been about? Houston wanted a track cut on the Santa Cruz jammer. However, it was ruled a no pass, no penalty. Therefore, the no call stood. The status quo was maintained. 96 tiers to 4 touchdowns in favor of Santa Cruz. Brandy Brown on and off the Notorious RED jammer line for Houston in the white.
Tiptoeing her way. Ooh, she gets through, squeaks it on through on that inside line, takes a lead jam. Brandy Brown for Houston.
A lot of gunked up Santa Cruz.
She's coming through. Wow, look at that.
And
she got a lot of speed. She's not going to take anything for that.
We've got a track cut on the Santa Cruz jammer. That is number 41. That's Queen Litigious. It is now a
Sock It To Me power jam as she picks up yet another Rydell Grand Slam.
That's right. Because the jammer for Santa Cruz was in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Well, that's just silly.
That's just the way it goes sometimes.
Coming way through.
All right, Houston looking to make a little hay, as the farmers say.
That's right.
Here in the last third of the first period.
She sure was pushed out there by number 24, Bean, sporting the sport goggles, which I'm a fan of.
I can't blame you.
Santa Cruz making it difficult for her to get back that last point, but she picks it up. That still is another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
Yeah, and Houston not looking so defenseless at this point in time.
That's right.
Track cut has been, oh my goodness, right back to the box goes Queen Litigious on a track cut. It's going to be another Sock It To Me power jam for Houston.
At the start of this, has a seat back in that box.
Goodness gracious.
She's still fighting her way through. She's got 20 seconds left on this clock. She's going to try and clear this for another, hopefully another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
All right, now we got Houston with 4 dozen. We've got Santa Cruz with 8 dozen.
Calls it off, and she does. She picks up that Rydell Skates Grand Slam, 5 points for another 5 points for Santa Cruz. Make it and 0 for Houston as they still have number 41 sitting in the box for Houston.
I'm telling you, Santa Cruz cannot let Houston get on track. They cannot let the beast get unleashed. They can't let Houston get their bearings and, tee off on them, or this game's going to be a lot closer than they thought it was going to be like 5 or 10 minutes ago.
That's right. Timeout is called from Santa Cruz.
That gives me opportunity to speak. Sock It To Me sells fun, funky socks. Socks with tacos, cupcakes, ninjas, mustaches, unicorns, and other things magical. With over 200 different sock designs, there is something for every personality. From punk rock to peacock and everything in between.
And I also can talk about say goodbye to those untied skate laces. Derby laces tied tight and where you want them to. Get yours at derbylaces.com. Try the new Spark Metallic Laces by Derby Lace. strong and shiny as well. They're super shiny. Get yours at derbylaces.com.
And here's an oldie but a goodie. Rydell Skates. Unmatched quality, unmatched performance. That's Rydell Skates.
Excellent. Just kind of looking at the points scored, Brandy Brown is picked up 42 points for Houston. 25 points. I'm reading that exactly wrong. And that last round, wow, in that last jam, she picked up 25 points. That's exactly what Houston needed at this point.
Leading all scorers is Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz. She's got 46 points.
96 Santa Cruz and 53 for Houston. Houston starting in a power jam, Sakatumi power jam, number 91. Slayer Moon gets through, lead jam for Houston.
Houston on a bit of an uptick right now. Pack absolutely just staying static between the pivot and the notorious RED jammer line.
That sure makes it easier for that jammer to come around for some points. Woo! Saw Death by Chocolate doing a little fancy move. She gets that.
Got an illegal procedure being indicated. Legal procedure on Queen Litigious. That is 3 trips to the penalty box in rapid succession. That's going to be another Sakatumi power jam for Houston.
That's some heads-up play there by Death by Chocolate because she got to pull that penalty on her. Slayer Moon through again for another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Santa Cruz sending more penalties, or sending more skaters to the Potawatomi
Hotel and Casino penalty box, and that's Corazon number 23, and that is another Sakatumi Grand Slam. This one courtesy of number 91, Slayer Moon of Houston. Houston now within 28 or something.
That's right. 2-on-4 pack. Slayer Moon takes those points and keeps it going for another 5 points. Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
I'm telling you, Houston is dangerous when poked with a sharp stick.
That's right. Sakatumi Grand Slam, or Sakatumi Power Jam is over.
Kosher Assault and
nice little assist there, push. Little tush push there.
And that's going to be 4 more points for Slayer Moon and Houston. Houston now have the lead under 20.
Keeping that jam going.
Track cut, and if that's on, all right. Well, it's not a penalty on Queen Litigious for once, but it is track cut. We have a star pass.
She just passed that as she was going through. Oh, that's a tough break for Santa Cruz.
Wow.
Slayer Moon keeps it going for another 5 points. Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
And that is another Sakatumi Power Jam, courtesy of a very ill-timed star pass. 14 points is all that separates the two teams right now. Can you believe it?
I can't because we were, what was it before, 50-0?
Yeah, it was exactly that.
That's right. We have 3 minutes and 40-something seconds left in this first half.
I'm telling you, I love watching Houston. You never know what the heck's going to happen.
That's right. Hellcat is up there on the notorious RED jam line. Pack is trying to figure out where they're going to start. Jam whistle's called.
And around the outside.
I love that move.
Jammer. Oh, my goodness gracious.
My favorite place.
Wow, that is Hellcat. She is your lead jammer for Houston.
That's what Houston needs right now. Ooh, strong defense there at the back of the pack. Heads up play there by number 1384. That's Heloise.
Houston scored 56 points in their last 2 jams. It looks like a number 6 Hellcat looking to increase on that. She, in fact, does. That is a 4-point pass. Excuse me, that is a Grand Slam. That is a
Rydell Skates Grand Slam. We're going to get this, Norb. All of these words.
Single digit lead now for Houston. Excuse me, for Santa Cruz.
Ace Ventura, number 3, returns from the penalty the Potawatomi penalty box. Through for.
And 2 more points scored for Houston. It'll be 96-89, a 7-point lead. That's a 2-pass game right now. 2.5 minutes to go in the first period.
This is an exciting game. 2 points picked up there by Houston.
I mean, I'm sweating. I had my sleeves rolled up, and then I saw myself on camera, and I rolled them back down, but I'd roll them back up when nobody's looking. Back on that notorious RED jammer line for Houston, now trailing by only 7. That's number 26 in the white. That is Brandy Brown. She is facing up against number 116 in the black with the blue accoutrements. That is Terrorism for Santa Cruz.
That's right. Terrorism looking for find her way through at the back of the pack, looking for a hole. Houston defense taking it nice and tight. We've got 3 Santa Cruz blockers out there. They were sure making it difficult also for number, is that Mistilla? That's our jammer? No.
That is Terrorism for Santa Cruz, and that is.
She's got her numbers to
Brandy Brown, number 26 for Houston.
I knew that. Back is bringing it all the way back.
Everybody retreating. Jammers are essentially where they started 35 seconds ago. Brandy Brown's got one to beat, tries to dash around, does so on one leglet. She's got flamingo DNA. She is your lead jammer, Houston Roller Derby. Brandy Brown can cut the lead to 4 points here.
Smart heads-up play there by Terrorism, trying to get through the pack. Death by Chocolate sure making it more difficult for her.
Death by Chocolate, a savvy veteran, and she's going to escort Terrorism out. Terrorism lobbying for a multiplayer block, not going to get a call of that nature. Terrorism's going to have to reload. She's got 3 Houston defenders in the rear of the pack to beat. And out for a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. That is Brandy Brown in Houston. We have a 2-point game with less than a minute to go in the first period.
Looks like a star pass given over there to the captain for Santa Cruz.
Shamrock and Roller, that is viewed, that is seen by Brandy Brown, not before Brandy Brown gets herself, I believe that is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. That is 4-point pass, whatever the heck it is. That is a lead change, Houston in the lead.
Change. Nice job by Houston. 96, Santa Cruz, 98 for Houston.
My goodness.
Being down so far at the beginning of this game, and they've really come back.
I'd be facetious if I said that Santa Cruz, I'm not facetious saying this, Santa Cruz has been scoreless for the last 4 jams. I realize you did not pay anything to watch this stream on your TV, but by golly, if you did, you would have gotten your money's worth already.
That's right. So probably be the final jam in this half.
I'm virtually certain of it. Jam clock is now at 0. A period clock shall play out until this jam is called, if indeed a lead jammer shall be designated.
That's right.
Lead jammer is going to go to Santa Cruz.
That is number 1, Sweet Baby G, with lead jam for this last jam here in the half. Should make it difficult there.
Beans taking a seat in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. Well, Santa Cruz looking like they're going to try to get the lead back, and they might, in fact, have 4 points. That is a quickly articulated lead change. It would look like we have a jammer lap point potentially.
Oh, yep, she picks up 1 on that last one for Sweet Baby G.
That's going to take us to halftime. That is another lead change.
That is another lead change. Santa Cruz 101, Houston 98.
Well, my goodness gracious, high D voltage. I know you said this is what, the second bout you've ever called?
This is the second bout.
The Derby gods are smiling on you.
I hope so.
Who do you know?
Who do I know Val Capone.
Oh, well,
and I know Dolly Pardon Me. That's it, too.
That's pretty funny because I just walked into her in the hotel lobby, in the lobby, and I said, "Pardon me," and it was Dolly Pardon Me. I didn't realize it was that.
Nice.
Anyway, my goodness, what more do we have to say? Houston looking like they're absolutely dead in the water. Announcers sounding like they're just hyping up a meaningless game.
It's an exciting game. I'm super excited about watching this game.
We got nothing else to say, really.
Well, I mean, let's look at the number of points scored here.
Let's do that.
Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz with 51 points.
And she is tied with Houston's top scorer, Brandy Brown, also with 51 points.
That's right. Sweet Baby G doing a really great job.
31
points.
Alive. Yeah, 31 points for Slayer Moon, 12 for Hellcat on the Houston side of things. Santa Cruz has 25 for Terra-ism, 21 for Queen Litigious, and that's 4 for Ace Ventura, and that's the short and long of it, Ferry Boat Bill.
That's right. We do have a little bit of a penalty trouble there for Corazon from Santa Cruz. She's got 4 penalties, followed by Queen L, I'm just going with 3 penalties, as well as Shamrock and Roll at 3. There's a few other ones with just 2 and 1 into the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino.
But we'll tell you more about that because we're at the Derby Laces Track 2 at the Midwest Brouhaha 2015, and we're going to be back in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. You're going to love it. right, we are back at the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha, hashtag Brouhaha 2015, and you are set for the thrilling conclusion of the Houston v. Santa Cruz tilt. By golly, I am Reverend Norb. You seem to be Heidi Voltage. What we saw was Santa Cruz absolutely dominating Houston for the first half of the period. I can't hear you, so I'm just going to say what you're saying. Well, what we saw was Santa Cruz absolutely exerting dominance over Houston. They scored the first 50 points of the game. It wound up being like 86-22. Suddenly, I believe it was Jam 16, where suddenly the tables turned.
That's right. That's when Queen Litigious was sent out to the box with 2 different penalties as she was coming back in. She got a legal procedure coming back into the box. And then there was an unfortunately timed star pass at that time, too, which sent her pivot, who was holding on to the star, back to the box as well. So that was really where that momentum was changed.
Yeah, there was like 4 Sakatumi power jams in a row.
It was.
And that was a big thing. Houston come raging back. They grabbed the lead at the very end of the first half. Santa Cruz wrests the lead back from Houston, but we have ourselves a humdinger.
A humdinger indeed.
And in case you pay attention to these things because you're in training to have a lucrative career as a roller derby official, there was a official review at the end of the period about a track cut, and that didn't stand. So what the heck? Everything's cool.
That's
Everything's
right.
Archie.
That's right. I'm not sure how we are starting out, and we may have a couple in the box in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box, but we'll see here. We got lining up for Houston. We have number 91 Slayer Moon and number 3 Ace Ventura.
And speaking of penalty boxes, the only player who's in any kind of a real penalty trouble is for Santa Cruz. That's Corazon. She's got 4 box trips. Queen Litigious has got 3, but all 3 happened in a rapid succession. Shamrock Miller also 3 for Santa Cruz. On the Houston side of the coin, only Buston Beaver has as many as 3 penalties. Everybody else, 2 or less.
2 or less. We have 3 Houston blockers out there and 2 Santa Cruz blockers, so it's a smaller pack.
That's okay. I don't like people very much.
That's right.
And around on the outside, that is number 3 for Santa Cruz. She is your lead jammer. She is, in fact,
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, that detective.
That's right. Those 2 blockers for Santa Cruz are sure making that difficult for Slayer Moon to get through as Ace Ventura comes up on her scoring pass does so here.
Ace Ventura gave Death by Chalk at the slip, but somewhere in the apex, Death by Chalk got right back in front of her.
She's hot.
And she's out. She's free. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Santa Cruz got to feel good about that one.
Looking to call that jam, and she does.
All right, 5 unanswered for Santa Cruz. I think they now realize that they can't let Houston have any manner of breathing room whatsoever, because there's no telling what the chaotic, neutral zaniness of Houston will bring.
That's right.
106-98, 8-point lead now for Santa Cruz, and returning to the notorious RED jammer line. That is number 1. That is Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz in the black, going up against number 6 in the white of Houston. That shall be Hellcat.
That's right. Whistles blown.
Hellcat
nice
bashes
tight
into
defense there for both teams. Hellcat taking a little spill.
Hellcat
Again, twice.
Another spill.
That's right.
Going to reload. 3rd time's the charm. Oh, she's going right in the teeth of that Santa Cruz defense. She has got a virtually immovable black and blue pyramid.
That's right. Heloise looks like she's trying to bridge that as Hellcat tries to keep pushing that forward. Hellcat pulled into the back and pushes through. Not before she gets lead jam. Looks like it's awarded to Sweet Baby G.
And we have got Hellcat in hot pursuit.
Calls a jam as she's just about entering. 0-0 jam.
Sweet Baby G trying to get that last sort of Jimmy Dean Rebel Without a Cause chicken dance. Drive the cars over the cliff point, but nobody gets any points. It still remains 106-98. Sorry for my obscure and rather befuddled movie reference. But hey, it had Mr. Howell in it.
That did. That did.
3rd jam of the period. We have got
26 Brandy Brown for Houston, and
that looks like
Ice
9.
Yeah,
that's Skirt Vonnegut. That's the first time we have seen her on the notorious RED jammer line today.
That might be good for them to keep some fresh legs out there. Looks like we got a multiplayer block there on Death by Chocolate. She heads off to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
And Ice 9 has got lead jammer and a 100% lead jammer percentage. 1 for 1.
Looking to call that jam, and she does, as she picks up 4 for Santa Cruz, 0 for Houston, bringing the total to 98 for Houston and 110 for Santa Cruz.
Yeah, 9 unanswered points for Santa Cruz over the course of the last 3 jams. It's not like they're opening a gigantic lead, but they are heading in the right direction. On that notorious notorious RED jammer line, that is number 91 for Houston in the white. That's Slayer Moon.
And number 3, we have Ace Ventura, taking a little step back. Getting a little extra momentum as she finds that move around the outside.
Houston shy a couple
micro
defenders.
pack there for Houston.
It's pretty difficult to stop the encroaching hordes when you only got like 1 or 2 people wearing your color on the track.
Nice footwork there by Ace Ventura. She picks up 5 points. That makes it a Rydell Skate Grand Slam.
The grandest of all possible slams.
That's it.
Got a binary system of Houston defenders patrolling the rear of the pack. Ace Ventura slips around inside. Nice move there.
Right.
Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
She goes inside. She goes outside. She knows what she's doing.
I can't argue that. Meanwhile, Santa Cruz are using that inside line to keep the Houston jammer bottled up.
Slayer Moon finds her way.
Slayer Moon on her scoring pass now. That is realized by Ace Ventura after scoring 4 more points. And suddenly it is back to a 26-point lead for Santa Cruz, 124 to 98.
That was a big jam there for Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz have to keep it up for the duration of the half. We've seen what happens when there are lapses in concentration and you let Houston get back in the game.
That's right. Sweet Baby G back up on the notorious RED jammer line for Santa Cruz. And we also have Hellcat back out there. These two have matched up a few times before. Oh, wow.
She's everywhere.
She just plows her way right through there.
Plows her way right through. Referee's letting them play. That's good. I like that. The lead jammer goes to Sweet Baby G and Santa Cruz.
Hellcat makes sure that she still has her star on the top of her head, because there's nothing worse than doing a little somersault and having that come off.
And that is going to be a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. More unanswered points for Santa Cruz. 28 unanswered thus far to start the half.
Baby G's not done yet. She comes back through the pack. Hellcat finally through at the top, coming around for her own scoring pass, but Sweet Baby G calls it. Picks up 4 more in that jam.
And it is now a 32-0 run starting at the beginning of this half. And speaking of beginnings of halves, did you realize that for the first 5 jams of each half, Santa Cruz had lead jammer every single time?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
That is some good stats.
And Houston has not scored in the first 5 jams of any half thus far. Figures don't lie, but layers figure. All right, so 35-point lead. That's old enough to be president. Around the outside, that is Brandy Brown. She is lead jammer for Houston. Brandy Brown getting the first lead jammer of the half for Houston.
One of the last times that she was out, she scored 25 points. I don't think that she can do that one this time, but who knows? Ooh, she gets pushed out there at the top of the pack, having to recycle all the way through.
Skirt Vonnegut really getting banged on at the back of that pack by 2x4s and others.
That's right.
She only now is escaping from the pack and heading on her initial scoring pass. Brandy Brown's going to try the outside again, slips through, takes a look behind her. Well,
that was actually a grand slam for her. That's not only a grand slam, but it's a Rydell Skates grand slam.
Man, I guess she's going to have a little trust in her defense. She's going to let them, knock Skirt Vonnegut around a little bit and try for another scoring pass. Thus far, so good.
Skirt Vonnegut through. Picks up 4 on that pass for Santa Cruz.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble for Houston. She's going to have to call it just to maintain pace.
She just calls it right there with 4 more points.
All right, so that last spin was sort of a trading off of 4 points for each team. But Houston's going to cut that lead to 30 points. 137 to 107, 23 minutes to go in the game. And on that notorious RED jammer line, that is number 3, Ace Ventura in the black and the blue of Santa Cruz. Heading up against number 91 in the white and the pink and black. That is Slayer Moon of Houston.
Full pack, 4-on-4.
Everybody getting work to the inside.
Heads up there play. Tucks her way through.
Ace Ventura just ducking and weaving around Houston defenders, but they keep just somehow getting back in front of her.
Looks like she got smacked in the face on that one.
She's like running through a perpetually regenerating obstacle course.
She's checking to see if there's a little bit of blood, but doesn't matter. She's got lead jam for Santa Cruz.
And Houston will be shedding number 7 into the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. That is Kelly Kilpowski.
Heads up play there as number 91, Slayer Moon's looking to come through to score. But jam is called. 3 points there for Santa Cruz, 0 for Houston. Not necessarily what they need.
Ace Ventura still checking her mouth. Must have got hit in the mouth. I'm just guessing that because she keeps trying to see if it's bleeding.
Like, is it blood? Is it blood? And it just kind of ends up being kind of like a runny, like a little bit of a runny nose.
All right then. No further mucus references will be invoked. 33-point lead right now for Santa Cruz. Whistle has blown. I guess the whistle hasn't blown.
It could be a little bit of confusion. Yeah. It's hard here when there's 2 different tracks that's going on. We are on the Derby Laces track 2. Sometimes you hear some whistles that are being blown over there on the Derby Laces track 1.
Did you see the boat that they had here? I think it was last year, the year before, where a skater got knocked through the curtain into the other rink.
Really?
That was crazy.
No, I haven't.
I mean, she was flat on her back, zoom. I would have liked to have been sitting in the other thing when all of a sudden you just see a skater propelled on the floor.
Did she come through onto the actual track itself over there, or not that far? Because that would be one heck of a hit.
I want to say she did, but I didn't really see it. I'm going to say she did.
I'd say
Miss Stilla for the first time on the notorious RED Jammer line for Houston. She's wearing number 16 and white, and she's in on the inside. She is your lead jammer for the Houston Roller Derby.
Not too far right behind her is Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz. Miss Stilla looking to capitalize on the little bit of space that she has. Pack is keeping it fast.
Miss Stilla's got some speed. She's flirting with a skating out of bounds. Doesn't look like she has complete control, but 2 points apiece.
Peace signs for all. 2 for Santa Cruz, 2 for Houston.
Holy Nixon presidency. 33-point lead maintained by Houston. Looks like number 6 for Houston in the white. That will be Hellcat, returning to the notorious RED Jammer line. Paired up with Ice 9, Skirt Vonnegut, whom we did not see jam at all in the first half, and whom we have seen jam, I believe, 3 times in the second half.
That's right. Important to keep some fresh legs in the jammer rotation.
Bodies toppling in a heap.
Both blockers for either side, pushing both of the skaters back. Ooh, some fancy footwork there. I don't know if you would have seen that off the camera. It looks like they get back in okay.
Yeah, Jacqueline Heidi did a nice job of staying in bounds after knocking Skirt Vonnegut out of bounds, making sure that Skirt Vonnegut had to retreat behind her.
It's number 101 out there making it really difficult. That's Amanda Rumble. You know that this is her first D1 bout for Santa Cruz.
I know that because I was told.
That's right, but it doesn't matter. That's what we are reporting.
We had a multiplayer block that's going to be sending a Houston blocker to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. And I think that's Lisa Lava.
All right, jam is called by Santa Cruz, picking up 2.0 there for Houston.
Santa Cruz with 1 gross, Houston with 109. That ought to be still a 35-point lead for Santa Cruz.
That's right.
Once again, Santa Cruz ranked number 46 in the nation last time I checked. Houston ranked number 55. Houston's been to championships once or twice. Santa Cruz, an up-and-coming team.
They're working hard out there.
Houston at the original Dust Devil.
Santa Cruz?
Houston.
Oh, Houston. Brandy Brown, number 26, is working on that line. Oh, but she is bringing it all the way back to the back of the pack. She was trying to hold on to that line.
That was almost totally awesome. It was still kind of mostly awesome.
Kind of like she keeps getting spilled out there, like there's a little banana peel in there.
She's getting knocked around at turn one. And emerging from the pack and lead jammer for Santa Cruz. That is number 3, Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura eyeing up a potential jammer lap point in the form of the Houston jammer. Houston jammer, Brandy Brown knocked to the outside. That is, in fact, going to be a jammer lap point. And the other 4 points, that makes it a Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
That's right. Brandy Brown actually gets out on the pack.
Houston out with the sum of 2 squares, 10 squared plus 7 squared, 149, 109.
Ace Ventura calls that off. Timeout called there for Houston. Probably regroup, figure out how to get that momentum shift going again.
You got any cool stuff to read?
I sure do. Let's talk about Field 59. Field 59, the video platform powered by live streaming technology behind the 2014 Roller Derby World Cup in Dallas, and now powers the live stream for the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. Power jam your Derby bouts with Field 59's video solutions.
How about that? Interesting note handed to me by the producer before he went off to the bathroom or wherever the heck he went. Terrorism for Santa Cruz had lead jammer percentage of 80% in the first half and has not jammed in the second half.
Sounds like she might have traded off between Ice 9 or Skirt Von Gut for this half. Sometimes you just need to put some fresh legs in that second half.
Whatever you do, don't drop her in water. Little Cat's Cradle reference, sorry.
I think somebody might have gotten it, though.
Okay.
Maybe not
Just
me.
checking. Looks like it's 152 to 109. I take back what I said about a 40-point lead. It's a 43-point lead.
Close enough. We have for, on the notorious RAD jammer line, we have Sweet Baby G up with Slayer Moon lining up. Whistles blown.
Man.
She found that hole. She's taking it and picks up lead jam Santa Cruz.
Just chugged right around on the outside.
Santa Cruz defense doing a really great job keeping those jammers line to line, making it tough.
Boy, just getting buffeted in the pack is number 91 for Houston, the Slayer Moon.
Ooh, she picks up a 5-point Rydell Skate Grand Slam. As Slayer Moon still stuck, still trying to get through. And
Shamrock and Roller, Chelsea Smile, they are all just taking turns. Kosher Assault, they are a veritably impregnable spearhead.
Heads up play there by 5-1-4 Victoria Mayhem, keeping that plaque within play.
Yeah, finally Slayer Moon spins free, but my goodness, she was getting worked on pretty hard for the first 45 seconds. And that's going to necessitate a call-off after 3 more Santa Cruz points. Santa Cruz looked like they've starting to put some distance between them and Houston, but we've said that before.
We have. There was 50 points between them before.
And now there's 51.
No. It's kind of like
something.
It's kind of like something.
No matter where you go, there you are. Returning to the notorious RED Jammer line, that is Ice 9 for Santa Cruz. That is Skirt Vonnegut. She is going up against number 6 for Houston in the white, and that is Hellcat.
Both teams playing really pretty clean in general when it comes to penalties. Corazon, number 23 out there, she's leading everybody here with just 4 penalties, 4 trips to the box, but still keeping it within reason.
And speak of the devil, you cursed people.
I'm sorry.
Hellcat be taking a seat in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. That shall be a Sakatumi Power Jam for Santa Cruz.
Ooh, we have a star pass that was passed over there to Corazon. She puts it on as she's approaching the pack.
Corazon's got everything standing static. She skates right into the Houston defenders. And blocking with the head is going to send her to the Potawatomi Bingo and Casino penalty box. It is going to be a Sakatumi Power Jam for Houston.
That's right. And I think I did curse them, didn't I? Because I just said about her penalties. That's 5 trips to the box in total for Corazon.
If you're ever a basketball announcer, don't say anything about free throws.
Duly noted.
And Houston send number 6, Hellcat, back into the fray. Hellcat trying to dash around number 1384, Hell Louise of Santa Cruz.
Knocked to the outside there. Fancy footwork brings her right back in.
Muscles her way over one Santa Cruz defender. That's Skirt Vonnegut. Now she is absolutely hemmed in between the inside wall of turn 1, now the outside wall, and 2 Santa Cruz defenders.
Nice kickstand there, pushing her way through. Sometimes you just got to drop that elbow and just drive down and push. Good bridging there also by Santa Cruz, keeping those skaters in play.
Sakatumi Power Jam has concluded. Corazon now trying to bowl her way through the Houston defense, which is controlling the rear of the pack. Santa Cruz defender taking a seat in the Potawatomi Bingo Hotel and Casino penalty box. And we have a star pass.
Oh, I think that was the same. It looks like her star might have come off.
Either way, that is going to be a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz suddenly with a 56-point lead. 165-109, 14 1/2 minutes to go in the game.
Feels like it's been a while since Houston scored some points. have number 116 for Santa Cruz. Tarism back up on the jammer rotation. She is actually through and heading to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
On a track cut, and that means it's a Sakatumi power jam for Houston. And Brandy Brown, who had an improper pass, or improper pass, that's what it's officially called. So she's not lead jammer, but by golly, she just scored herself a Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
That's right, and it doesn't really matter because they really actually need some points, so they would probably take that whole 2 minutes anyways.
And that was a nice spin move. That is another Rydell Skates Grand Slam for Brandy Brown. Houston looking to mount a second miraculous comeback here.
Twisted turn of events, that's what I always goes. Ooh, big hit that sends her down.
Death by Chocolate taking a seat in the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Sakatumi power jam is over as Tarism comes back in.
And that is a track cut.
And heads right back out. I feel like this is a deja vu. 54 seconds left in this jam.
Sakatumi power jam for Houston and a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for Houston.
And again, it's with Brandy Brown.
Houston right back at it. Looking for another Rydell Skates Grand Slam, if at all possible. Only
Brandy Brown picks up another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
That is the greatest value in roller derby. You pass 2 people, get credit for 5.
I love it. It's like being on sale.
Going to happen again. The apex is possibly the worst place where you can be standing still as a defender. That is another Rydell Skates Grand Slam. Death by Chocolate back on the track.
That's right. We got 4 Houston blockers. Looks like everybody's coming back in for Santa Cruz.
Massive jailbreak by Santa Cruz, suddenly emptying out the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box. But that is another Rydell Skates power jam for Houston and Brandy Brown.
That is huge for Brandy Brown. Tarism through for the first time, I believe. And
jam is going to be done on time. We did not have a active lead jammer. And a 32-point jam, is that what I'm hearing?
32 points for Brandy Brown, bringing her total points for the whole game is 92. She had a 25-point jam before. Boy, when you need some points, that's who you put on the line.
If you can get 2 to the 5th power on any kind of jam, you take that any old time.
That's right.
All right, lead down to 24 for Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz fans have got to get sort of sweaty palms at this point in time, having perhaps experienced this before. On and off the notorious, well, actually still on the notorious RED penalty box. Jammer line, that's number 3. Ace Ventura for Santa Cruz.
Words are hard sometimes. Ace Ventura is still at the back of the pack. Ooh, lead jam is picked up by Houston.
And Houston's jammer is recycled to the back of the pack. That is number 16. That is Mistilla. Mistilla, not the jammer in the lead. We would assume she will call it off, and she in fact does.
That's right. The heads-up play there by Mistilla. Getting knocked out to at the top of the pack, recycled all the way back through. She's like, why bother? Let's call it off. Start it over again. 0-0 for both teams.
And it has been 3 scoreless jams for Santa Cruz thus far. A win, lose, or draw. I just want to compliment whoever's in charge of designing Houston's uniforms that they changed the numerals so that I can actually read them this year.
They're great.
Good work. That notorious RED jammer line. That is Sweet Baby G wearing number 1 for Santa Cruz in the black, and that is number 91 in the white. That's Slayer Moon for Houston. Houston trailing by 24.
I feel like there should be a penalty somewhere in there. Yep. As number 200 for Houston, that's Lisa Lava, heads to the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box.
Oh, but she's going to be joined by Sweet Baby G of Santa Cruz.
Not what Santa Cruz needs. Not what Santa Cruz needs.
That is a back block, and that is going to be a Sakatumi power jam. And my goodness, Santa Cruz also shedding a Shamrock and Roller. The others shedding their pip. My goodness.
And Corazon.
Santa Cruz are stacking like traffic in LaGuardia.
They feel like there's
umpire strikes back, is waving them back to the track. There's no room in the penalty box.
It's like no room in the inn.
And that is going to be a Rydell Skates Grand Slam for
Slayer Moon. Picking that up. Micro pack out there, 2-on-2. Ooh, look to try and take that inside. Heads up play as Santa Cruz rushes to the back.
That's Chelsea Smile with that big timely hit. That's going to knock some valuable seconds off of that penalty.
That's right. She makes her way through, picks up another Rydell Skates Grand Slam.
Looks like the wrong Santa Cruz blocker reported to the penalty box, hence that consternation. They're not stacking like traffic in LaGuardia. Got a forearm penalty. That's being whistled on somebody. That looks like the Houston blocker. The
number 200, that is Lisa Lava.
And the the Sakatumi Power Jam has concluded.
As well as that jam. That's 2 points for Houston, 0 for Santa Cruz. It looks like we're taking an official timeout. There's a lot to talk about. A lot happened in that jam.
A lot happened, and I don't think I got my mind around all of it.
I don't either. But you know what? I bet we're going to find out so we can report it right back.
Well, it looks like after Santa Cruz once again looked like they were going to step on Houston's throat with a 50-some point lead. That lead is back down to 12 points.
That's right, and that looks like it was a 44-0 Houston, 44-0 points for Houston in the last 3 jams.
I like that they are respecting Milwaukee by scoring Hank Aaron's jersey number. As far as we know, that score is going to be what that score is. You got anything cool to say?
I do. Let's talk about.
I said all my stuff.
Let's talk about Turnaround Skates. Turnaround Skates is your source for roller derby skates, protective gear, and apparel. They are the official skate techs for the tournament and offer wheel regrooving, because sometimes you need that, bearing cleaning, as well as skate repairs. After you check out our merch, or like maybe you need your name and number on a T-shirt, Turnaround Skates has you covered. We also have reversible black and white scrimmage shirts for you to take home for only $25, which includes your name and numbers. So that is Turnaround Skates.
None can ask fairer than that. Right now, and just in case you are listening to this broadcast out in the parking lot somewhere, stop by the Brouhaha photo booth for a fun photo located on the photo level by the merch table.
I love it. And today, the production is being brought to you by Hinckley Productions, as they have been a friend to Derby since 2008, providing live video production services and bringing you live broadcasts of this one, Brouhaha. Support free streaming Derby with your DVD purchase at hinkleyproductions.com/Brouhaha.
All right, looks like that 12-point lead is going to stay right where it is, 165 for Santa Cruz, 153 for Houston, under 10 minutes to go right now, and on and off the notorious RED Jammer line. That's Brandy Brown in the white for Houston, wearing number 26. That's Ice 9 Skirt Vonnegut for Santa Cruz, and she escapes. Is she lead jammer? Is she not?
Not lead jammer, not what Santa Cruz needs. But Santa Cruz defense giving Brandy Brown a tough time trying to get through
Either way, Brandy Brown has been lapped by Skirt Vonnegut. Skirt Vonnegut, I believe, let's count those fingers. Yes, indeed. That is a Rydell Skates Grand Slam. 5 well-needed points for Santa Fe, trying to quell the uprising by the ever-pernicious Houston Roller Derby All-Stars.
That's right. Brandy Brown calls that off.
Remember, you can communicate with us at #Brouhaha2015. Operators standing by to take your calls. No reasonable offer refused. Motivated seller.
That's it. Number 3 that we have Ace Ventura on the RET and Jammer line, as well as Mistilla for Houston. We're putting her back into that Jammer rotation a lot this second half as well.
And still tries to get her onto the outside, but not before. A lead jammer can be obtained by Santa Cruz's own Ace Ventura.
Nice move there by Mistilla. Nice move. She knew that black was coming as she was trying to jump up that apex. Heads up play. Jam called off.
Lisa Lava with a nice hit there on the Santa Cruz jammer. I feel bad because the only 2 times we said her name thus far was when she got sent to the penalty box, and she's been doing an outstanding job of blocking thus far.
She has.
Going to be a 19-point lead for Santa Cruz right now. 7.5 minutes to go.
172 Santa Cruz, 153 Houston.
That's number 91 in the white for Houston. That's Slayer Moon on the notorious RED Jammer line. Head up against Sweet Baby G, number 1 for Santa Cruz. The Boardwalk Bombshells, if you will.
So we got 4-on-4 pack out there. Everybody's out to play.
Already getting kind of squished.
And 91 Slayer Moon gets through with lead jam for Houston.
Slayer Moon's got to have some manner of can opener DNA in her, because she just went right against everybody and someone just squished through where there wasn't any daylight to be seen, and she didn't sneak around. She just...
Ooh, but she heads to the box on a track cut, the Potawatomi Hotel and Casino penalty box for that one.
And that's going to make it a Sakatumi Power Jam, is it not?
It does.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Still, nice defense being played at the head of that
pack. Looks like they're dancing up there.
That is Betty Watchett.
Couples only.
Betty Watchett with some nice front of the pack defense there for Houston. Baby girl now out and about. She's not going to be the lead jammer.
She isn't. That's going to take this one the full 2 minutes. We got 1 minute left in this jam.
Oh, bodies with just heavy impact, headache-inducing contact in the pack. Nothing flashy, but a bunch of skulls banging into whatever it is people bang into. I'm not a roller
I
derby
don't know.
skater,
Yeah, they're banging into each other.
That's the way it goes.
The Sakatumi Power Jam is over as Slayer Moon comes back in with a little bit of speed. That pack was going pretty slow. She gets through and picks up 5 points. That makes it a ride-out skate. Grand slam.
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, we got a star pass on that, too. Heloise puts on that star for Santa Cruz.
And squirting
Slayer
through.
Moon picks up another 4 points on that one.
Slayer Moon just finding daylight where no daylight exists.
That's it. Heloise also picks up another 4 on that. Should be 4 on that one.
Santa Cruz completely set. They are completely aware of Sailor Moon's presence.
10 seconds left in this
Slayer
jam.
Moon.
Ooh, Slayer Moon. She picks up another 4 points on that, but not too far behind. That's Heloise. Feel like these are probably pretty even.
They're going to be trading points for the duration. That is going to end on time. Still, very admirable effort by Slayer Moon.
Sure was.
I
couldn't cut a break on that one for Houston.
I mean, Santa Cruz is looking right at her. Everybody's looking right at her. Here she comes. 4 of us are across the track. We're looking right at her. And
yeah.
Then she's out.
Makes her way through.
18-point lead right now for Santa Cruz.
We have
5 minutes.
Ice 9, Skirt Vonnegut out there for Santa Cruz, as well as Miss Stella, number 16 for Houston. Whistle's called to start the jam. Ooh, both looking to push through on that inside line. Miss Stella's like, I'll take the outside if y'all are going to be over here.
A lot of gravity. Ooh, we've got Santa Cruz. They have got Mistilla pinned up at the far part of the apex. Now she sneaks to turn 2, but still has 3 Santa Cruz defenders in front of her. Now she's got 2. She's trying to nickel and dime her way through the teeth of the Santa Cruz defense.
That's right. What's happening on the backside of that track, what you may not necessarily be able to see, is they are really giving Death by Chocolate really giving a hard time there to Skirt Vonnegut. Recycling her back to the back of the pack a few times now. I think that's 2 or 3 times this jam.
Yeah, Santa Cruz absolutely positively staunchly holding that back part of the track. They have just barricaded it off with humanity. And they are going to recycle Mistilla way to the back of the pack. 1 minute has gone through this jam. We have not had a lead jammer elected yet. And Mistilla around to the outside. She's got one to beat.
She might take it. She does pick up a track cut. I didn't know if her foot touched down. Mistilla heads to the box.
That's Shamrock and Roller, the defender for Santa Cruz.
Oh, wait. Cancel that. The skater went down, so she actually picks up lead jam on that.
Well, admirable effort on both parts.
That's right. We got 35 seconds left in this jam. Mistilla looking to come around and score some points.
Santa Cruz just working Mistilla, spinning her around like part of a turnstile. And she's going to call it off after one hard-earned point. Boy,
yeah.
That was about a minute and 40 seconds to get 1 point. At this point in time, Santa Cruz is going to take that kind of effort. Going to be 184 to 167. 17-point lead, just over 3 minutes to go. Returning to the notorious RED General line. It is crunch time. That is number 3, Ace Wenchura in the black and the blue of Santa Cruz. She is paired up with number 6 in the white of the Houston Roller Derby All-Stars. That is Hellcat. Not just any Hellcat, Hellcat F6F.
Oh, wow. I wonder what that stands for.
I'm
sure they probably know.
I don't speculate anything with those letters in it. Got an official timeout going.
That's right. Not sure what they're going to talk about out there. Or...
Somebody just probably has M&Ms they want to share.
Oh, do they?
Well, it's hard to say. The officials don't really talk to the announcers.
Well, let's talk about Witch on Wheels, because you want a nice accessory. See what we did there? Additional optional Witch on Wheels is debuting on the regional level for the first time at this year's Brouhaha, and it's just launching their online store at witchonwheels.us. So keep checking often as they continue to grow their line of nice accessories.
Later, I'm going to ask you to spell witch. But be that as it may, the whistles have blown and people are on and off the notorious RED Jammer line. That is number 6 for Houston in the white. That is Hellcat. We already said that. Track cut on Hellcat. This could not be a more ill-timed jammer penalty. It is now a Sakatumi power jam for Santa Cruz.
Ace Ventura looking to approach the back of the pack.
This might just salt it away for Santa Cruz if they can build on this advantage. Not if the Houston defenders have anything to say about that. We got Betty Watch it. She is driving Ace Ventura to the rear of the pack. Ace Ventura now dashing inward, dashing outward. All 4 Houston defenders congealing on her as if she was some manner of white jersey magnet. Has not passed turn one yet, hung up at the apex.
Got some heads-up play out there for Houston defense, keeping that within the 20 feet, making sure they're not getting an out-of-play call. Oh, look at that. Nice little two-step up at the top of the pack. She pirouettes her way out of the pack to pick up 5 points, making that a Rydell Skates grand slam.
Under 2 minutes on the game clock now. Under 1 minute on the jam clock.
On another Rydell Skates, nope, never mind. It's just a 4-point pass on that one.
Just a 4-point pass at this stage in the game is,
that's
pretty golden.
critical.
Looks like 193 to 167, minute and a half to go. That is the length of Judy as a Punk off the first Ramones album. That is going to be a 26-point lead for Santa Cruz. 90 seconds on the game clock with which to work for Houston. Team timeout taken by, I'd assume Houston, but I don't know.
Yep.
All right, well, let's see if Houston's got any more bullets left in the old gun.
I'm not going to count them out because they have really kind of stormed their way back. They've made this quite a game, quite an exciting game to watch.
Nothing Houston does surprises me. They could score 50 points in this jam, or they could score like -3.
Well, you know who they have out there on the jam line that's going to be taking this one is number 26, Brandy Brown.
Well, I don't blame you. She scored 92 points already. If she can score another 92, this is going to be a blowout victory for Houston.
That would be quite a jam.
Needless to say, well, I guess I might as well say it. Brandy Brown does lead all scorers.
That's right. We got a 4-on-3 pack. It looks like we have Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz as well.
All right. It's all in Brandy Brown's hands right now. Brandy Brown getting buffeted to the rear. Nice Santa Cruz defense, as there has been all afternoon long. All 4 defenders right in front of Brandy Brown. They are going to let Sweet Baby G fend for herself. Sweet Baby G has got considerably less defenders with which to contend.
Whoa,
and Brandy Brown
getting pushed to the outside.
Upended by the pivot of Santa Cruz. Lead jammer is going to go to Sweet Baby G. This just might ice it for Santa Cruz.
That's right. Ooh, Brandy Brown looking to make her way up at the top of the pack as Sweet Baby G comes around as her scoring pass.
Under a minute on the game clock now. Unless something zany happens with Sweet Baby G, I think she can, or she can call it off. We can have more derby.
Houston picks up 1 while Sweet Baby G for Santa Cruz picks up 4. 30 seconds left.
It's a 29-point lead. Heidi, do you have any exact strategic rationalization of why the jammer would call that jam off at that point in time?
I don't, unless she didn't realize how much time was left in the game clock. I probably would have let that one go. We're having an official review.
At this point in time, Houston is going to take their official review because why the heck not? You got 28 seconds left on the game clock.
That's right. Let's stop that.
Now,
let's reset for another jam.
I think they're going to put a couple more seconds back on the game clock because I believe the review was taken prior to the all-important 30-second mark. And as you well know, if there's less than 30 seconds left in the period, they don't start another jam unless you call a timeout.
That's right.
No matter how much you kick your heels and stomp and scream, they're not going to have another jam. But we are going to have one more jam. I would not imagine we'd have more than one more jam, but you never know.
You never know.
It's a weird world. Thank you for being here with us at #BrewHaha2015.
This has been quite fun way to spend my afternoon, but we'll continue us on as there's more BrewHaha action to come. You can keep in touch with us with #BrewHaha2015. Follow along on all the action on the Twitter feeds and as well as on Facebook and anywhere else you hashtag Instagrams.
And it looks like Miss Dilla is going to be taking the notorious RED for what we presume will be the last jam of the game. She's got a 75% lead jammer percentage this half. She's going up against Skirt Vonnegut. Ice 9 did not see her jam at all in the first half. I don't know if she's got fresh legs or what the deal is, but she's jammed plenty in the second half.
It sure pays off for her in this half for Santa Cruz.
All right, this is it for all the marbles.
We got 3-on-4 pack.
Miss Dilla getting worked to the outside by Santa Cruz.
Talk about the outside, and Skirt Vonnegut picks up lead jam for Santa Cruz. I think this one kind of does it.
If I'm Skirt Vonnegut, I am not engaging the pack whatsoever, but Skirt Vonnegut's going to engage the pack whatsoever. Well, who am I to say?
Maybe these girls just want to play.
Well, why not? All right, period clock's at 0. If Kurt Vonnegut calls off the jam, and she does, that's going to preserve that victory for Santa Cruz. 4 points for Santa Cruz on that one, 3 for Houston. Unofficial finals 201 to 171, 30-point lead, 30-point victory unofficially for Santa Cruz. And what I got to say is the type of entertaining game I have come to expect from Houston.
That's right. What an exciting game.
I mean, that was great. If you're living in some weird time zone and you had to get up early to see this game, aren't you glad you did?
I am glad that I got to witness it real time here in beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my hometown, not far from you either.
Far enough that when I was driving here at 6 in the morning, I didn't care for it so much. So, what the heck? That's unofficial, but I'm going to tell you one gosh darn thing about it. Leading all scorers in a losing effort, that is number 26, Brandy Brown for Houston. She scored 93 points. We have 56 points scored by Slayer Moon of Houston, 12 from Hellcat, 4 for Fuego, 6 for Mistilla. What about Santa Cruz? How'd they do?
Santa Cruz, though, they were led by Sweet Baby G, as we announced her name a lot, with 74 points, followed there by Ace Ventura with 45. Closely behind her was Terrorism with 25.
Queen Litigious with 21.
And then also Skirt Vonnegut with 19. Boy, if she played the whole game.
All in the second half.
That's right. They also have Hell Louise for 12 and Corazon for 5.
Well, it has been a pleasure. You're Heidi Voltage, and I'm Reverend Norman. That has been Houston v. Santa Cruz, and Santa Cruz takes this one 201 to 171. That's all we got.
All right. Thanks so much. And stay tuned for the next game that's coming up. Ooh. Who do we have? We have on the track 2 here, the Derby Laces track 2. I do believe we have the Milwaukee Blitzkrieg against the Cleveland Guardians. So we'll talk to you
soon. Stay in school, kids.
Skates is proud to support the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. We are a Derby-owned roller skate shop in Buffalo, New York. Our focus is providing our customers with innovative and quality skates, parts, and protective gear from all the top manufacturers. Our customers represent a variety of skating styles and backgrounds. Our boutique shopping experience focuses on finding the right skates and gear for you. We also add a bit of style with our fun accessories and clothing. Visit us in Buffalo or online at turnaroundskates.com.
Hi everybody, this is Zach here from Rydell Skates, and we're here to talk to you today about an exciting new product we have. This is our R-Fit footbed kit. It's designed to help alleviate pain and reduce some soreness that people commonly get while skating. First, let's talk about the R-Fit footbed itself. It's a high-density foam with a soft top cover on it. It allows for a lot more cushion and support for a safer and more effective skating session. On the back side, there's Velcro components that allow you to attach adjustable arch supports and heel wedges to it, which is really where all the customization comes in. Installed in the footbed is a blue arch support, which is neutral. There's also a red arch support, which is for high arches, and an orange arch support, which is for low arches. Installation and swapping them out is really simple. All you need to do is just peel the Velcro off and then install the new insert. The heel is another area of customization. You can use the included purple heel lift to elevate the heel in the boot, which can reduce heel slippage, irritation, or shin splints. Or you can use the included green heel wedge. It's angled, so depending on the way you install it, it can help correct pronation or supination issues. This metatarsal pad can be installed on the top side of the footbed to help reduce numbness in the toe and ball area of the foot. Getting the proper fit is really simple. What you'll need to do is take your existing insole out of your skates. Then all you need to do is line the two up on top of each other and trace and trim to fit. The R-Fit footbed kit is available now at any of our authorized retailers. And for more information, you can always visit our website at www.roller.rydellskates.com.
Come celebrate summer with the Dairyland Dolls, Saturday, June 20th and Saturday, July 11th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. Doors at 5, action at 6. But wait, there's more. The Dairyland Dolls will be shaking things up with a special outdoor exhibition bout on Saturday, June 27th during the Festival Food Shake the Lake celebration at the Monona Terrace. Event opens at 5, Derby at 6. Come for Derby, stay for fireworks. Find the Derby in you. MadRollandDolls.com.
Skates is proud to support the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. We are a Derby-owned roller skate shop in Buffalo, New York. Our focus is providing our customers with innovative and quality skates, parts, and protective gear from all the top manufacturers. Our customers represent a variety of skating styles and backgrounds. Our boutique shopping experience focuses on finding the right skates and gear for you. We also add a bit of style with our fun accessories and clothing. Visit us in Buffalo or online at turnaroundskates.com.
Hi everybody, this is Zach here from Rydell Skates, and we're here to talk to you today about an exciting new product we have. This is our Fit footbed kit. It's designed to help alleviate pain and reduce some soreness that people commonly get while skating. First, let's talk about the Fit footbed itself. It's a high-density foam with a soft top cover on it. It allows for a lot more cushion and support for a safer and more effective skating session. On the back side, there's Velcro components that allow you to attach adjustable arch supports and heel wedges to it, which is really where all the customization comes in. Installed in the footbed is a blue arch support, which is neutral. There's also a red arch support, which is for high arches, and an orange arch support, which is for low arches. Installation and swapping them out is really simple. All you need to do is just peel the Velcro off and then install the new insert. The heel is another area of customization. You can use the included purple heel lift to elevate the heel in the boot, which can reduce heel slippage, irritation, or shin splints. Or you can use the included green heel wedge. It's angled, so depending on the way you install it, it can help correct pronation or supination issues. This metatarsal pad can be installed on the top side of the footbed to help reduce numbness in the toe and ball area of the foot. Getting the proper fit is really simple. What you'll need to do is take your existing insole out of your skates. Then all you need to do is line the two up on top of each other and trace and trim to fit. The Fit footbed kit is available now at any of our authorized retailers. And for more information, you can always visit our website at www.roller.rydellskates.com.
Come celebrate summer with the Dairyland Dolls, Saturday, June 20th and Saturday, July 11th at the Hartmeyer Ice Arena. Doors at 5, action at 6. But wait, there's more. The Dairyland Dolls will be shaking things up with a special outdoor exhibition bout on Saturday, June 27th during the Festival Food Shake the Lake celebration at the Monona Terrace. Event opens at 5, Derby at 6. Come for Derby, stay for fireworks. Find the Derby in you. MadRollandDolls.com.
Turnaround Skates is proud to support the 2015 Midwest Brouhaha. We are a Derby-owned roller skate shop in Buffalo, New York. Our focus is providing our customers with innovative and quality skates, parts, and protective gear from all the top manufacturers. Our customers represent a variety of skating styles and backgrounds. Our boutique shopping experience focuses on finding the right skates and gear for you. We also add a bit of style with our fun accessories and clothing. Visit us in Buffalo or online at turnaroundskates.com.
Hi everybody, this is Zach here from Rydell Skates, and we're here to talk to you today about an exciting new product we have. This is our R-Fit footbed kit. It's designed to help alleviate pain and reduce some soreness that people commonly get while skating. First, let's talk about the R-Fit footbed itself. It's a high-density foam with a soft top cover on it. It allows for a lot more cushion and support for a safer and more effective skating session. On the back side, there's Velcro components that allow you to attach adjustable arch supports and heel wedges to it, which is really where all the customization comes in. Installed in the footbed is a blue arch support, which is neutral. There's also a red arch support, which is for high arches, and an orange arch support, which is for low arches. Installation and swapping them out is really simple. All you need to do is just peel the Velcro off and then install the new insert. The heel is another area of customization. You can use the included purple heel lift to elevate the heel in the boot, which can reduce heel slippage, irritation, or shin splints. Or you can use the included green heel wedge. It's angled, so depending on the way you install it, it can help correct pronation or supination issues. This metatarsal pad can be installed on the top side of the footbed to help reduce numbness in the toe and ball area of the foot. Getting the proper fit is really simple. What you'll need to do is take your existing insole out of your skates. Then all you need to do is line the two up on top of each other and trace and trim to fit. The R-Fit footbed kit is available now at any of our authorized retailers. And for more information, you can always visit our website at www.roller.rydellskates.com.